Our next guest is no stranger to YourTV viewers. St. Catharines Mayor Walter Sendzik hosts Our Home Mondays at 5:30 and Sundays at noon. Mayor Sendzik, State of the City coming up at the PAC Wednesday, March 16th. I know you've delivered it at the theatre, at the Partridge Hall in the last couple of years, but you haven't had an audience. This year, the audience will be there.
This year, the audience is going to be there, and it was important for us to showcase what has been a part in what's taking place in our community, but do it in a way that draws people in as we move out of the pandemic and more into an endemic state. So it was an important venue. We're proud of Partridge Hall and the FirstOntario Performing Arts Centre. So I'm looking forward. It's been a while since I've been in front of a very large crowd. So I'm looking forward to it.
You're bringing out some bells and whistles, a little bit more of a soft shoe, maybe doing a dance, pulling out that guitar, anything like that?
I won't be pulling out an instrument, but we do have Jonesy, which is well known across Niagara. Jonesy is going to be performing some songs in between. So they're going to be opening up the event, and then there's going to be some transition. They're going to play a couple more songs, and then they'll play about three or four more at the end. So it's an opportunity to, again, remind people about the importance of music in our community, about the importance of the Performing Arts Centre. And also I get to talk about what's going on here in St. Catharines, and Jonesy's an awesome band. So it's going to be fun to share the stage with them.
State of the City address usually looks back on the previous year and also looks forward to the upcoming months, the upcoming year as well. What can you reflect on from 2021?
For 21, it's really about how we managed to get through what we've gotten through over the past year. And I remind folks that last year we had the vaccination site here in St. Catharines at the Seymour Hanna. That was a historic moment. And so many people, 255,000 doses were administered through that one site in St. Catharines. And so I want to be able to remind people about what we did as a community as we really rose to the challenge and got through the pandemic together, showcasing what we've done with our downtown space through the pedestrian closing of the streets and creating that pedestrian experience, and the support that we've done for our businesses and members of our community. So I want to highlight that and talk about that resilience, talk about how we did it together. Because I think moving forward, Mike, there has to be that shared message as well. As we move forward together, we'll do amazing things.
Talking about moving forward, we're at a critical point right now as things are starting to open up. We're feeling a little bit more comfortable going into spaces with other people. It's important that you encourage that people continue to stay safe, but also continue to get back to a bit more of a normal way of living.
And you nailed it. Like that's the important way of trying to move out of the pandemic and into more of an endemic state, which means more of a new normal, really, if you're looking at it. And so being respectful of people who are wanting to maintain that distance, wanting to continue to wear a mask and really protect themselves and their family. So we've got to make sure that we as a community understand the comfort level of each other. And let's not push back. Let's not create friction. Let's be respectful of everybody's place within our community as we move forward, and understanding that if we do it in a safe way, if we understand where we are as a community, we'll continue to protect our most vulnerable and also protect each other as well. Like, no one wants to get COVID. It's not like you're out there saying, hey, I'm going to put my hand up, I want to get infected. The more that we can protect ourselves, the better we'll be from a health perspective, and also from a healthcare perspective, and also from an economic perspective, because you don't want to see staff, calling in sick. You don't want to see people who are missing their shifts. We want to make sure that we're as healthy as possible moving forward.